Hi, today we're talking about chaga. You're going to see different videos, different ways to make chaga, put chaga into recipes. You're going to see me climbing trees, getting chaga, going through the forest. Today I'm going to show you how to clean the chaga. So I have some fresh chaga that I have, and we're going to show you how to get it ready to make tea and clean it up a little bit. So when chaga comes off of the tree, it may have some birch bark. If you zoom in, you'll see it's got a bunch of stuff going on there. Basically, chaga is two colors: the golden brown color on this side and the black color on the outside. So anything that's not black or brown is not chaga. Now, the birch bark is actually healthy. If you research birch bark tea and the word cancer, you'd be quite surprised to find that it's quite effective. However, in retail, when I'm selling this, the chaga, having the birch bark attached to it, it's hard to clean the birch bark. You can see under where the birch bark is decaying a little bit. So it's just not something that I keep on, but if you're making it for your own use, maybe you choose not to take the birch bark off. Totally up to you. I would still wash it and clean it as best as possible, just to get all the dust and dirt and spider webs or whatever off of it. I use a little steak knife, a little paring knife, and I just trim off anything that's not chaga. And you'll see it's coming off fairly easily. Now, if you were to wait another week or two and let this chaga dry out where it was hard, it's not going to be as easy to clean off. This is a good time to mention there is a video on Facebook or on YouTube, sorry, that shows somebody taking the black stuff off on the outside. Will somebody please tell that guy to remove the video? This is part of the medicine. The black stuff is good for you. It contains a lot of melanin, which is good for the skin. I've had so many people come into my spas and ask me very specifically, should they be taking the black stuff off? So a lot of people have seen that video, and unfortunately it's not doing people a good service. So please leave the black on. So now that I have most of the black stuff off, I'm going to use a scrub brush to get into all the little crooks and crevices and get all of the other stuff that's not black and not brown off of the chaga chunk. Scrub brush, you can get brushes at the dollar store, and just work into every little crook and cranny and scrub it down as much as possible. Every little angle. It's a good little workout at the same time. If you can imagine, the average chaga cleaning time for me with 3 trays like this will take me 2 or 3 hours at least. But it's worth it because chaga is just so medicinal that it's worth every ounce of effort. So now that I've taken it to this stage, I will fill this up. It'll all be clean. The next step after this will be to put it in a box, and I have a little hatchet, and I'll chop it into pieces, smaller pieces. It's going to dry much quicker, and it'll be easier to use in a crock pot or however you're cooking.
And less chance of mold too, right?
Yeah, if you let it dry like this, there is a chance, depending on the humidity in your house, that the chaga might not dry out as well, and it might even start getting really white and moldy. So chopping it in smaller pieces helps the drying process much better. After I've chopped it into small pieces, I will fill the sink up with hot water, and I'll put a little bit of apple cider vinegar and Himalayan salt as a disinfectant, so antibacterial and help to kill any germs. And I'll just dunk it in the water, pull it out, scrub it quick, and now it's going to go into the drying process. Now the drying process means what I do is just put it in a tray, and I'll have several trays lined up, and I'll just put a fan and throw the fan on, and it'll have the air flowing. And the other solution, if you only have a few pieces, if you're doing this at home, is just keep it on your windowsill and have enough UV light hitting it and dry naturally in the light. So I use a combination of the fan and the UV light. You see there's windows everywhere in this room. So if it's a hot summer day, put it out on your deck. It'll dry during the day. Just bring it in at night because there's a lot of moisture at night and dew, and that'll slow the drying process. And the next stage after that will be putting it into a slow cooker crock pot. So one piece roughly this size, or the size of your fist, is more than enough for a crock pot of this size. You would fill it with water, set it on warm setting, just to keep warm. You don't need low, you don't need high, just the warm setting. And after 12 hours overnight, your chaga extract or tea is ready. And you'll notice as I pour the ladle, you'll see how dark it is. When you're pouring it into your cup, you'll see how dark it is and how dark you like it. Some people like it very dark. Some people like it weaker. That's totally up to you. If it's too dark, you can just add a little more water. So the whole idea is before you go to sleep at night, top up your crock pot with a little more water, and you're good for another week. Oh, and just on time for our assistant cook, Lola, always here to give us a hand. All right, so good luck Chaga hunting, and stay tuned for more Chaga videos.